Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the press, I bring you all the very warm felicitations of the Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, who very desirous to be with us here, has already drafted his speech and everything, but is unavoidably absent because today in Rivers State is the opening ceremony of the new legal year. And I'm sure most of you know that it is traditional for the governor to be there in person to declare the new legal year open in the state. So this morning he asked me to be here to represent him, to convey his appreciations to all of you, and to deliver his already written speech. So I won't keep you for too long with my own comments. I will go straight ahead to read the speech of the Governor of Rivers State. I am delighted to be here to deliver the keynote address and to participate in the pre-summit conference of the First Pan-Ijaw Economic Summit. Let me thank the Ijaw National Congress, the Asue Foundation, and all our leaders, particularly former President Goodluck Jonathan, Chief Edwin Clark, King Alfred Smith, and all of you for conceptualizing and making the effort to put this event together in the interest of all the Ijaws in the different states of this country. This the theme, environmental regeneration and economic sustainability, speaks to the collective aspirations of all the Ijaws for economic progress and the right to live in a decent fiscal environment. These aspirations are for long rooted in our hearts and have led to agitations and deserved demand for economic and environmental justice. We have often felt the harmful effects of oil production, which has and continues to devastate our environment and impoverish our people. We all acknowledge the importance of sustainable economic progress for a people or society. We all need human security, including access to quality education, food, shelter, healthcare, and social security. We need the things that facilitate our well-being. We need institutions to educate, train, and prepare our young people for the challenges of the global marketplace. We need the doctors, healthcare workers, and facilities to keep us alive and physically vital. We need clean drinking water. We need to be able to feed ourselves. We need roads and communication infrastructure to enhance social and commercial interaction. We need electricity to which has become an essential and indispensable feature of modern life. We need everything that makes way for the good life. But the progress and well-being that we seek cannot be achieved in the face of a degraded environment where pollution is destroying life. Oil pollution activities, oil production activities are the main source of this pollution. Oil spill from pipelines are destroying farmlands and crops, as well as damaging marine life. Gas flaring is filling the atmosphere with substances that cause black soot. Acid rain is not uncommon. The land is contaminated. Our water is contaminated. The air is polluted. And that is the environment in which we live. We are living in a contaminated environment and bearing consequences that others are avoiding because we have no land, nowhere else to go to. The people of the oil-bearing communities, mainly the Ijaws, are faced with health challenges that our forefathers who lived before the advent of oil exploration and exploitation activities did not know. Cases of cancer and lung diseases are on the rise. Many other hazards have crept into our lives. When we raise our voices to express concern, people in other parts of the country who do not understand our experience only read it as news, as a far-off thing, and wave off our concerns. Do not feel our pains, but we know the monster we face because of petroleum and the activities for the exploration and exploitation of it. Therefore, to achieve our aspirations for economic sustainability, we must deal with this pollution monster. We have to take determined steps. We have to adopt workable measures to achieve environmental renewal and regeneration. But it is a job that no one person can do. Our society, our governments, and the oil producing companies have to come together to evolve appropriate environmental standards and uphold these standards. Everyone has to take responsibility for the environment. While we see the environment as our heritage, we should keep in mind that it is also heritage for our children and many generations to come. It is a little over a year since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, created the Federal Ministry to pursue the riches in the marine and blue economy. This is a fresh opportunity for Ijaws to return to their roots and rediscover and launch ourselves into a new economic era with almost limitless opportunities. Because just as the oceans are vast, so is the immense wealth and prosperity to be gained therefrom. We also need targeted investments in infrastructure, human capital development, and lots more to grow our economies and create wealth and prosperity across Ijola. In this wise, I want to appreciate and applaud the infrastructural achievements of His Excellency Senator Diri in Bayelsa State, and this is the way to the Pan-Ijaw promise of a better future for all Ijaws. Most fundamentally, I wish to emphasize that not much can be achieved without peace and security. Ijoland must, therefore, cease to be a hotbed of violence and insecurity. We must ramp up protection of existing infrastructure and facilities and not give excuses to those who have sunk their capital share, excuses to divest. We must uproot from amongst us the criminal elements who are vandalizing crude oil pipelines and contributing directly to the death of our environment. We must begin to inculcate in the younger generation the finer notions of the opportunities and prospects in the blue and marine economy. Accordingly, we must resolve to guide them, sponsor, and lead them to career choices that the blue economy demands. In Rivers State, our government has shown understanding of the environmental challenges we face, and we have adopted policies to tackle the problem. We are working on establishing a waste-to-energy plant to address the challenges of solid waste management, clean energy, carbon emissions, and climate change. Additionally, we have signed a memorandum of understanding with 2 foreign firms on preservation of our vast mangrove forests. We are also supporting the security agencies, including the Joint Task Force on Oil Theft and the Nigerian Civil Defense Corps, to fight illegal oil bunkering and pipeline vandalization as efforts to protect the nation's economic assets as well as prevent the continuous degradation of our environment. While we work towards environmental renewal, we are also frontally addressing the challenge of infrastructural development and the building of institutions to improve human capital amongst our people. I will highlight a few of them. At present, we are constructing a 50-kilometer dual carriage Port Harcourt Ring Road with 6 flyovers and interchanges, traversing 6 local government areas of the state. When this 200 billion naira project is completed, it will no doubt accelerate the economic transformation of the state. Also worthy of mention are the dualization of the Ele-Leomok Road, which connects 3 local government areas, and of course, the much-awaited Trans-Calabari Road, with a combined contract value upon completion of over 300 billion naira. Conceived, awarded, and abandoned decades ago, the Trans-Calabari Road is aimed at linking most of the riverine communities in the Calabari region, the Calabari Kingdom, to the state capital to accelerate their or our socio-economic integration and development. Affordable healthcare delivery is another area we are giving priority attention. Apart from implementing the contributing free healthcare scheme for the first time in the state, we have expanded, we are completing zonal hospitals at Degema, Kana, Oba-Ebema-Indoni, local government areas, along with an ultra-modern neuropsychiatric hospital in Port Harcourt. To stimulate economic growth in the state, we floated a 4 billion naira matching fund with the Bank of Industry to support micro, small, and medium enterprises at 5% interest rate. 5% interest rate. So far, over 1,300 entrepreneurs have accessed this loan, while many are in the process of doing so. We have also committed attention and resources to revitalize the education sector with renewed focus on enabling our youths with the skills they need to be employed or the employers of labor themselves. Furthermore, we have decided to be deliberate about agricultural development in the state to enhance food security, create jobs, and improve the well-being of our people. Consequently, agriculture is due to receive a reasonable size of the year 2025 state budget. Above all, we are investing every effort to keep Rivers State peaceful, safe, and secure for everyone to come in and settle, bring up your families, visit, and all do business. The fact that Nigeria has been described as a monoproduct economy for the past 60 years is illustrative of our narrow focus on petroleum resources and the wanton neglect of other highly valuable resources that our country is endowed with. I have no doubt in my mind that this conference and the subsequent summit will provide new pathways through rigorous thinking for the coordinated reclamation of the environment of the Jordan and setting our sights on economic growth and prosperity. And we look forward as a state to join hands with the organizers to work out ways and means of implementing the findings of this summit. Once again, let me thank the Joint National Congress, the Asue Foundation, and all our leaders for leading us, the Ijaws, into what is literally a new thought process about what we must do now and in the future to achieve the economically viable Ijaw land of our dream. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Delivering the keynote address at this opening ceremony. The address was delivered on his behalf by the Secretary to the State Government of Rivers.